Welcome to Video 2. Video 2 is about information gathering in the first D, discovery. We want to start with, what can you know from a title? Discovery is about gleaning information from the smallest of sources. The smallest source here is the title. And it is the entrance, it is the beginning, the gate to a longer path. Down the path we will expand our information, we will take our opinions and create better arguments with them, make them stronger. But the title gives us everything that we need to know. From the title, we decide to pursue or not pursue the article. When you're reading a book, the title of the book makes you want to read more or wants you to put it away to the side. The title is so important. And so that's where we start. Choosing to move on will be the impetus of discussion. Discovering how to search for relevant information will lead to better understanding and discussion. If you learn how to search for information quickly, you will not be bored. But the choice to start is very important. The following statements are given to generate ideas. It's the beginning. How do you generate ideas? Now that generation of ideas is very important. Here's the title. Coupang, the South Korean Amazon, is chewing up and spitting out its workers. What do you know about the title? Coupang, the Korean Amazon. What about chewing up and spitting out workers? Is it about slavery? Well, some people might say it is. Maybe it's about companies who eat people. Well, I wouldn't want to eat with that company. Don't work for that one. It is about American Asian business culture, which is Amazon and Coupang. American, Asian, maybe. It was about people dying to get a promotion. Well, maybe that's chewing up and spitting out its workers. It's about workers because it's about people. But how is it related to everything else? So we start with those four. And what do you do? What do you know? What do I know? What do you know about this topic? Check which are true for you. Maybe you know nothing for you. You don't know anything about the topic. It's like you never heard of it. I love working hard. Dying for promotion? Working hard. Okay. People go crazy to get promoted. Maybe. And it's a Korean thing. Maybe it's just Korean thing. You know, Amazon is about America, Korea is about Korea. What would I do to get a promotion at work? Many people, they would do a lot. I can tell you many stories. But during the discovery of new information, whet the appetite, sharpen that appetite, and explore ideas about motivation, goals of the story, pluses and minuses, general interest discussion. So when I say whet the appetite, it's like sharpen your information exploration of ideas to answer this question. Note-taking, which is what I suggested before, will create strong foundation to expand later. Note-taking is so important. So add 4 ideas about motivation, ideas about goals of the story, pluses and minuses, general interest. I put 4, you put 4. You can build on this. One is motivation, so just build on it. But don't use the same words. You have to use more words. Have you ever almost died for something that spit out and spitting out of workers, chewing up and spitting out of workers. Maybe that's about dying for something. So why haven't you ever risked anything? This is about risk. Almost died is you risked. If you don't risk, you're just safe all the time, then maybe that's no. I don't like risk. Maybe yes, it was important, so you put your life on the line. Many people, you have a business. Many people sell their homes, they sell their cars so to finance their business. Okay? They've almost died because their business was struggling. What else have you almost died for? Grouping information. Separate your ideas into groups. You have all this new information, you start writing in your notebook all kinds of ideas, put them into segments. Here I have greed, business, psychology, and economics. You create 3 or 4 of your own. You take all your ideas and you put them into categories, directly related to the story. Now you haven't read the story, so you don't know, you just have the title. But you want to generate ideas and separate your ideas so you can easily create an argument if you have to. Having created ideas and discussion notes about the topic, read the story, fitting the ideas into your groups of possible arguments list. These 4 ideas that you've made, those are possible groups of arguments. Possible arguments. That's where you're going to get these ideas. But you have to break information into pieces so that you know where you want to go. So how do you do this? We've asked 3. We asked 3 questions. What do I know about this topic? Have you ever almost died for something? And what would I do to get a promotion? Now ask yourself how these fit the idea in the beginning. And the idea is, if you look at your book, okay, it's right here. Right here. It's called Big Companies Push for Profit at the Expense of Workers. How does this fit into that idea? And what answers from the above questions would help you make an argument for or against your position? So now you're taking this little bit of information, it's expanding. As your umbrella gets, it's opening up a little bit. And now you ask and you put them into categories. And how does it fit your argument, your position? Think about, this information is for or this information is against. We haven't made the argument yet, but you want to start thinking about this for and against. Okay, that's what you want to do. Big companies push for profit at the expense of workers. How does it fit all this information? How does it fit? You should decide if you agree or disagree. It's not a matter whether you're right or wrong. That's not the question. You agree or disagree. Somebody disagrees. Why do they disagree with you? Challenge them. You agree. They should challenge you. That's where we want to start. Write, as suggested, examples in a previous slide, ideas for your decision. Why do you agree with that statement? That big business spits out its workers. You agree with that? Why? Always answer the question why. This is the beginning point of crafting your argument. And you will expand your ideas, but you need to keep them organized. So add ideas that fit into a group. Prepare for discussion. Create headings. Arguments with short headings. Don't make them long, make them short. But use them so you have this argument and this argument and this argument. 1, 2, 3, 4 headings. In your team, you can maybe use these. The first one is team member 1. Team member 2 for the second and third and fourth, so on. You can use those to build your argument. Now you have headings, so you have a starting point, and you want to build on it. Prepare to challenge others. So, if you have 4 in your team, you want to challenge the other 4. Okay? If you have another 4, they will be opposing. So you want to challenge and take notes so that you have, oh, that's a good argument. Oh, I didn't think about that. Start taking notes. For review, you've been asked to write your ideas from a title. You've been asked to create and write what you know and what is true for you. Not true for your friends, what's true for you. Write your opinions. These opinions can change. You can do a lot of things. And choose from the 4 ideas and add more about your attitude to work. You have been asked to give your opinion on how far would you go to get a promotion. Give your opinion. Are you ready to do that? Challenge others' opinions about whether they are lazy or whether they are they're pushing too hard. It's dangerous. You've been asked to make suggestions, to generate information. Make suggestions so that you get more information for your argument. Focus on your ideas, your opinions, but you want to make suggestions and bring them to class. Not so hard, but a little time consuming. So, I hope to see you next time. Your answers and ideas will be given in class. Other people will be merged with those ideas. And after the class, you will view the next video in this series and continue the ideas in the book. See you soon.